with our concept of the mole. We are moving into section 2, mass and the mole. Our objectives for this chapter relate the mass of an atom to the mass of a mole of atoms, convert between number of moles and the mass of an element, convert between the number of moles and the number of atoms of an element. Okay, remember the conversion factor, a ratio of equivalent values used to express the same quantity in different units. We are now going to be talking about what molar mass is as your new vocabulary. And the main idea for this section, the mole always contains the same number of particles. Remember, that is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. However, moles of different substances have different masses. Just like all the elements have different masses, each substance has a different mass as well. Okay, so 1 mole of copper and 1 mole of carbon have different masses. They are different elements, so they have different masses. 1 copper atom has a different mass than 1 carbon atom. Molar mass, the definition, is the mass in grams of 1 mole of any pure substance. The molar mass of any element is numerically equal to its atomic mass and has units of grams per mole. Okay, we're going to get out of here just a second and watch this short little video.
A mole, by definition, is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd particles.
Oops, sorry about that.
1 mole of each element has a different volume and mass. Rounded to the nearest tenth of a gram, sulfur has a mass of 32.1 grams per mole. Aluminum has 27.0 grams per mole. Carbon has 12.0 grams per mole. Magnesium has 24.3 grams per mole. Iron has 55.8 grams per mole. Lead has 207.2 grams per mole. Zinc has 65.4 grams per mole.
So you can see that the molar mass is the mass that you look at on the periodic table. Okay? So now we need to use that information and be able to convert between moles. In this case, we're going to go moles to mass. We're still going to use conversion factors. So we are going to use number of moles that we're given. The mass in grams over 1 mole equals the mass. So in this case, if we were given 3 moles of copper and I asked you how many grams of copper that was, you would use the conversion factor. This is the number on the periodic table. 63.546 grams of copper is 1 mole. And then you would cancel out your units and you would end up with 191 grams of copper. So 3 moles of copper has a mass of 191 grams. Okay, convert mass to moles with the inverse molar mass conversion ratio. Converting moles to atoms with Avogadro's number as the conversion factor. Okay, this is a very nice little diagram. So if you're going to go from mass to moles, this is what you use. If you're going to go from moles to particles, this is the conversion factor you use. And vice versa. If you're going to go from particles to moles, you use this bottom one. If you go from moles to mass, you use this one. I would write this in your notebook so that you would have this for later on. Okay, mass in grams of 1 mole of any pure substance is molar mass, correct. Molar mass is used to convert what? Answer is moles to mass. We will be doing lots of practice with this, so please ask questions when you have them.